What's going on, guys? We are still continuing the Disney, I would say, memories down, old school Disney, and laying the good Disney, the Disney that I remember, the Disney that I did love that unfortunately no longer exists. And I really wish that people would, I know more people are agreeing with me day by day, but this movie we're talking about today, obviously what you're seeing on your screens, I know means a lot to me and to other people. We're going to be talking about 101 Dalmatians. Now, this personally, I know probably, really like, oh, I want a Dalmatian, I want a Dalmatian, I want a Dalmatian. I was one of those people. When I saw this movie, I wanted a Dalmatian. I so badly wanted a Dalmatian. I still kind of want a Dalmatian. And the main reason why is because I loved this movie a lot when I was a kid. I remember seeing that a live action when I was a kid. I remember seeing this movie so many times as a kid, playing the games. I just really love this franchise. The entirety of this film is having Pongo and his owner Roger meet Perdina as well as Anita, and they fall in love. Pongo and Perdina fall in love with one another, and they have puppies, and they go from trying to go into not I would say almost like a small studio apartment, and and it's really weird because there's so many questions you realize as an adult that you don't think about as a kid about these questions, which I'll get into here in a minute, which is Anita's friend Corella shows up and is wanting the puppies that are about ready to be born, and they say that it's going to take a while, and then when they do have the babies, she shows up again wanting them, and when she does, Roger says no, and then what happens is later on, Corella hires two different burglars between them to steal the puppies, and then basically, I wouldn't say hold them as a ransom, but basically wanting to use them as fur coats as well as also for evil, malicious things, which she's been gathering more and more Dalmatians throughout the entirety of the movie. We just don't see it, and that's when Pongo enlists the help of different ones to be able to find their puppies, and when they do, they go on a journey because Pongo and Pernita realizes that, hey, it's up to us to find our children. It is not up to anyone else. We have to find our kids. And this really goes into what do you... And again, with it being an animated movie, it really shows not only what a parent would do for their children, but at the same time, what an animal parent would do for their children. Because the scene that really gets me, and it really gets me, is when they come through that window and fighting off, Jasper and Horace, and they're just shredding them up, man. They are just ripping them apart, and you have the cat that's trying to protect them, trying to lead them into the snow and trying to protect them, and then at the very end of the movie, you realize, oh, hey, Roger Roger and Anita go, oh, dang, we got 101 pups. And it's like, how did that happen? Now, what's interesting, and I always forget this, because again, I don't remember much of the second movie. I remember more of this movie. And I remember watching it, and I think not a scary scene, but it made me wonder when I was a kid of how, first off, makes you wonder. Okay, there was to my knowledge, there was no indication that there was any agreement that they would have given the puppies to Corella. There was no indication of it, other than, oh, hey, I want them and I'm going to sell them. You're going to sell them and I'm going to buy them. They didn't even agree to that. Not to my memory. I could be wrong. So that made me go, okay, why are they doing that? And then at the same time, I know Roger was living in a small area, and I want to say either they were still living in his apartment or it was in Anita's. So again, I don't really remember, but you would think, again, Roger being an upcoming musician and whatever Anita did, I'm assuming she was either a secretary or she was a teacher or something that still made money. So again, being an adult, you make you think, okay, how did they live like this, and why did they still allow Cruella to come around? Because not only as a man, but as a family man and a homeowner myself, I would not allow someone that toxic to be around my family. No matter whether it was a schoolmate or whatever the case of it was. Because, again, they did not act as friends. Because it felt like Cruella was that so-called friend that you see every now and then would come around when she wanted something or when she needs you to do something. And that's just the way it came across. And it was like, okay, is this going on? Why hasn't Roger given her the boot? Why hasn't Anita said, hey, you're not welcome in my house? Like something like that. It just really bugged me of like, now that I'm older, it's like, why didn't that happen? But again, it's a movie. It's a Disney movie. It's supposed to make you feel good. It's supposed to have a good story. And we do have that. We do have a good story. We have some good villains. And we have some good, characters that triumph at the end of the movie. So again, I do enjoy 101 Dalmatians. Hoping you guys do too. If you guys have not seen the original, the animated version, definitely check it out. It's only an hour and 19 minutes. You guys can definitely watch it on Disney Plus. You can watch it on YouTube. You can own the DVD, or if you're old enough like I am, you probably still own the VHS or try to own the VHS. But either way, guys, what do you think of 101 Dalmatians? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the very next one.